Oh man, just finished watching a video from Gary, and then we have Fantastic Four that's coming out in a couple days. Fantastic Four will be coming out, and yeah, I think I think it's going to be woke. I think that we have Invisible Woman being the leader, and you're basically I guess you would say pussifying Human Torch, making him a little cuck soy boy. Doesn't bode well for the Fantastic Four already, and the fact that you already have Pedro Pascal, who's flamboyantly gay, and a gender swapped Silver Surfer. There's a lot of things that I don't like about Fantastic Four. I think the only thing that looks mildly interesting is Galactus. I think that's the only thing that I actually care about. But speaking of the woke stuff, Kevin Feige stands by Marvel's diversity. Marvel is the world outside your window. I said this before, woke and DEI became a thing, and I'm still saying it after. Marvel Studios president and producer said, that is a bad take. Do not say that, is because a lot of people are sick and tired of this woke garbage nonsense. Whether you agree with it or not, whenever there's a movie that comes out and people will always ask now, is it woke? Is it woke? And majority of the time, a lot of people can see that shit from a mile away. When they see things that looks DEI or have ESG or have any kind of wokeness in it, people usually don't like that kind of stuff and shy away from it. And the thing is, this movie needs to do well. The Fantastic Four needs to really, really do well. And I hope if it is woke, it is very, very minor. But I don't think that is the case here. While right-wing backlash against Hollywood's effort at diversity, equity, and inclusion has led studios to back off of corporate efforts to advance the practice, Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige said he stands by his studio's efforts over the past several years to increase representation and set on the big screen with characters like Black Panther, Miss Marvel, and suggested that the MCU won't be pivoting away from that. If the studio is not going to pivot away from that, your audience will. I think that your audience are just done. And they're just like, who cares, bro? I don't care about this nonsense, right? Who cares about Miss Marvel? Black Panther, on the other hand, that's different. It's because, yes, Black Panther is a black superhero, but he's also cool and he's badass, right? But Miss Marvel, on the other hand, is just not great, but like you're having like Mary Sue's, you're having women who can do way better than men, having a Riri Williams take on two people and completely, like she's like 110 pounds or something like that, and completely like beat up two bigger women. Absolutely not. And this is not just, isolated with the MCU. It happens with every medium that's coming out of Hollywood or entertainment or even games now. And it definitely shows, and it sucks is because people will just vote with their money. I said this before, woke and DEI became a thing. I'm still saying it after. Marvel is the world outside your window. It's not Gotham City and Metropolis. This is New York and LA. And yes, there's also Wakanda and Asgard, but it is all made up of the people who make up our world. That is true, but the people that make up our world, that's a part of this DEI, ESG garbage, it is a small minority in terms of small set. Like if you're talking about like gay people or LGBTQ people, it's like 10% of the world, right? If you're talking about transgenders and stuff like that, it's way, way less. But if you're talking about like having in women, having in like black people or Mexicans or whatever in place of white people, like there has to be a good reason for it. And if it's not, and if it's just there just for the sake of it being there because you need to fill a quota, and people will see that shit right away, right? Let's see. In 2018, Ryan Coogler's Black Panther became Marvel's biggest box office and cultural hit, grossing more than $700 million in the United States, earning Feige his first Oscar nomination when it came to first superhero film with nominated for Best Picture. The wild success of the film added more fuel to the conversation conversation around diversity and representation in movies and TV shows, and how Hollywood could change its systems to eliminate the prejudices that lead to fewer opportunities for women filmmakers and actors of color. I think this is also a huge detriment to why we're getting a lot of shitty movies coming out of Hollywood. The fact that you can't just make good movies anymore. Now, I'm not saying that women or like people of color can't make good movies. What I'm saying is that in order for you to win an award at the Oscars, more than 50% of your of the people on your production need to be a part of the LGBT, DEI, ESG, or some kind of bullshit nonsense. Is because if you want to get a best picture, you have to have that. And a lot of studios will have to adhere to that if they want to win an Oscar. And I think that this sort of dissuades a lot of good, talented, and potential even like Oscar-worthy, I guess, talent. Because what happens if the entire cast is women, are women? The entire cast is all men. The entire cast is all white, right? But the thing is, how about if all those are really, really fucking good and they're Oscar-worthy films or movies or TV shows, or Emmys and whatever, right? If they're actually that good, but it just so happens, but everyone on your production is white, everyone is male, so no, you cannot be nominated. I think that is fucking retarded, and it just goes to show that it's. And I believe it's completely just like ruins a lot of people's like efforts. Like, why even bother, right? Yo, American Ninja, thank you so much for the raid, man. Thank you for the raid, American Ninja. Appreciate it, dude. Appreciate it. Shout out, man. But in recent years, with Donald Trump's return to the White House, many Hollywood studios have quietly backed off of DEI programs, either due to executive hired to run such programs exiting the companies or mounting pressure from the Trump administration to shut them down. Good. I think that if these movies are good, it doesn't matter who they're from. It doesn't matter who wrote them. If they're good, it's good. It should stand on the merits. It shouldn't stand on, how many dicks do you have in your mouth? How many pussies you have in your asshole? Like, you don't need to have that kind of bullshit, right? Just because everyone on the set is straight white male and they made a badass movie and they can't get nominated for it, that is fucking discrimination. All right, that's 100% discrimination, is because you're discriminating against talent just because they're white and male, or they don't have enough black people, or transgender people. That's fucking stupid. Marvel's parent company Disney has rebranded its DEI program this past February to remove references to diversity and inclusion, though that didn't stop Trump's FCC chair, Brendan Carr, from launching a probe into the company. Another W for the Trump administration. As for Marvel, the studio found some success with diverse heroes aside from Black Panther, with films like Shang-Chi and The Legends of the Ten Rings, which set a Labor Day weekend box office opening record despite the fact that the moviegoers had not fully yet returned to theaters in 2021 following a year of the pandemic closures. But on the flip side, Anthony Mackie's big screen to the new Captain America Brave New World failed to pass $500 million. Now, the reason why it failed to pass is because the movie sucked. The movie sucked monkey nipples. It is dog shit. It is fucking dog water, man. That movie sucked. I don't care if it's, the reason why you didn't like it is because of Black Captain America. Well, you mean Black Captain Falcon, but I digress. It doesn't matter. The movie the writing sucks. It is all over the place. It is garbage, right? And as at least as much as it can be in the post-shutdown market, while 2023 films like The Marvels starring Brie Larson, Iman Vellani, and Teyonah Parris, is an all-female superhero trio, became the first MCU film to fail to gross $100 million domestic, and that movie sucked too. Now, was The Marvels woke? No, it wasn't. there wasn't any like strong female punching down on the males or anything like that. It just was not a good movie. It was a terrible movie. And the fact that we had you had a Captain Marvel, the Marvels movie, basically. You had a Korean dance, like K-pop session, which is fucking stupid. And you had to sing. In order for you to communicate, you have to sing. Who the fuck thought that was good? Who the hell thought that was a good idea? People at Marvel are fucking retarded. And despite that, Feige says that he's extremely proud of Vellani's performance as Kamala Khan. I think Iman Vellani's performance as her is fine. And I think her as a person, she's actually a lot more mature than a lot of people who are actually working at Disney. I think she has a very grown-up take in terms of how she is and how she perceives. Hey, I'm just happy to be this character. That's it. She knows how to basically play her PR stances, whether or not she's anti LGBT or pro LGBT or whatever it is, right? She knows how to talk, which is great. He called Vellani one of the greatest bits of casting we've ever done, alongside Tom Holland, who became a star after being casted as a Spider-Man in 2016. While he remained coy about Marvel's future plans, he suggested that the poor performance of the Marvels would not mean that Miss Marvel is kicked to the curb. I think that Miss Marvel is too big to be kicked to the curb. I think that if you bring her in, you show that she's not a bitch. I think if people like her character, I think you can fix her. I think Brie Larson has been out of the limelight long enough where nobody really cares about her. And as long as she shows her a nice cleavage, I think everyone will be fine. Now, Riri Williams, on the other hand, that's a problem. I think that you should keep Riri Williams on TV only. Do not introduce her into the movies. I think I think her character is terrible. I think that the actor just playing her I don't really care about her. I think she's fine. But the thing is, I think that I think her character just terribly written is really, really bad. But the fact that Kevin Feige is not backing down from the wokeness is actually dooming the success and is inhibiting the success of the MCU, is because it could be really, really good. We will see this Friday when Fantastic Four comes out how bad that is, because I heard it's not tracking to make a lot of money. And another thing is the next movie that we are going to get isn't going to be until next year in December, which is Avengers Doomsday. And I think that movie will make a lot of money. However, I'm not sure it's going to make back its money because there are a lot of star power in that movie. And $90 million of that is going to Robert Downey Jr. At least that's what I heard. So, and I heard that they don't know what they're doing with the third act right now, which is really, really bad. So I hope it's good. I hope it makes a lot of money, is because if it's good and it makes a lot of money, cool. Then we are back. Marvel is back. But if this movie doesn't do well, Fantastic Four doesn't do well, I think my hopes for Doomsday is going to be really, really bad. And the fact that they're bringing back Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom is a big, big mistake, is because the reason why you did that and you're bringing back the Russos to direct it is because you know that Marvel is failing. And you're like, yo, everyone, fucking stop now. All hands on deck. We need to make sure that the Avengers Doomsday, Marvel's The Avengers Doomsday does phenomenally. It needs to make like $2 to $3 billion or it's going to fail. And I think that if Doomsday does not make over $1 billion, is considered 100% a failure. They get what they fucking deserve. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely.